Okay, so sort of picking up on the tail end of what we started on the other video. So I'm increasing the selection, so I have a little overlap for editing. I'm going to now unmute this. I'm going to load this region into Autotune in the graphic mode. So I don't, pitch and time you can adjust, you can time stretch things, and like I said, it's not really a process I want to do. Did it already by hand, so all we need to do is load in the pitch. So we're gonna so great. Just tighten this up a little bit. Now, a lot of times there's several ways to go about this. We can make curves that puts that draws the pitch so that you can grab individual things and move it around, or you can cut them and then manipulate specific segments. You can simply just draw what you want to happen, and then each individual curve, whether it's drawn or put in as a note, or you can make notes, you can make curves, you can individually control the retune speed for each thing. Okay, you can make notes, and it'll make a note for each event. What I typically like to do is I like to make notes, but I like to draw them in, and then I'll adjust the retune speed. I'm just kind of tightening stuff up. So I need to listen and see what it was that I wanted to do because I'm busy explaining. Side of a political. Yeah, it's this side, both mostly, and see, I've got this side of a political in there, but it's fine. So now I'm going to render this, which commits my tuning to the file, and then we can listen again. Wrong side of a political was on the wrong side of a political line. So undo it. Was on the wrong side of a political. Was on the wrong side of a political line. See how we've improved the side, and now so I know that I didn't tune political, just tuned right here, side, put a little crossfade in there, crossfade there. Let's listen again. I was on the wrong side of a political line. Great, moving on. See how easy that was? I'm going to select all, and then clear all. Okay, so then moving along, let's reinstate this. Let's load it in. Aggressive our time. Aggressive. Okay, let's listen to what we call progressive our time. Aggressive hour is kind of what I'm feeling needs a little bit of love. You can see how it's a little flat there. Let's just draw it and see what that's gonna look like. Let's undo that. I drew a little bit too much. Let's just put a little bit in there. Get it to. Let's see, but it's pushing that a little too sharp for me. So I actually would rather do the note. Oh, it's even sharper. Let's see. Just draw a little bit in here. Let's zoom in so I can have a little bit better look at what I'm doing. See how it just dips too much. Now we could also, I'm just going to show you a few different things. We could also make a curve and cut this here and here and here. Come on, cooperate. And then I could This is this little bit slower old way of doing it, but I could pull it up like this. This is just kind of awkward. This is more the way you used to have to do it. Wish I could get that point to highlight. Thank you. All right, bailing on this because it's annoying me. I'm just going to make a note right there and then change my retune speed. Call progress of our time. See how much better that is? But I'm going to undo it because I haven't finished the work yet, so just kind of wanted to quickly show you that. And let's I think all that really needs to happen is just a little bit here and here. This one, we're going to make a curve here, and I'm going to then drag this. I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to pull it up. Let's render this. Call progress of our time. See how nice that is? And now I didn't do anything to time, so. Call progress of our time. Call progress of our time. Makes me happy. Easy. All right, onward. So let's. All right, so we're going to clear all. Yeah, we want to get rid of all the data in here. So let's listen to what's going on here. A whisper in my ear. Let's just treat these separately. Get our little bit of overlap here. We don't need all that, so let's load this in. Whisper in my ear. Whisper in. Just needs a little touch up. There's a way, let's see, where the I forget where the preferences are in this. Object, where the heck are the? Oh, so in settings, I'm going into the settings and I'm going to adjust the preferences for my retune speed. See, here's my default retune speed. Let's make it. I seem to be adjusting it to pretty fast, so I'm going to make it 20. And then so when I draw something, it's going to make my retune speed 20 instead of 42, because I want to be a little bit more specific about some of these things. And just that, and let's render it. Heard a whisper in my ear. It's good for me. So this is the next one. Loading the pitch in, but we have to turn the file on so that Autotune can hear it. I'm not spitting just sounds like he's just not quite up to the note. So maybe what it is it's a little sharp here. Starts a little too sharp and should be up and should get up here. Maybe is what's going on, and I don't know why my retune speed didn't behave the way I thought it should. We can look at that one more time. Did I miss something? Oh, note objects. So I guess what I really want is I just want them all to be 20.
Not splitting the, not splitting the rest, not splitting the rest.
Okay, so I like this improvement. This seems like I'm pushing this too sharp, so I'm going to select it and then back off the retune, and maybe it just needs to go past the note. And maybe it's actually not even F. Maybe it actually should be E. Let's try this one more time.
Not spending the rest of my life.
It just feels more appropriate to not totally get to the note.
Not spending the rest of my life.
That feels good to me. Yeah, so onward. Increasing the overlap a little bit. Turning the file on. Clearing out the old. Load it in.
I've done, I won't carry the. I've done, I won't do what I've done. I won't carry the weight. Do what I've done. I won't carry the weight.
It's done is a little flat. Carry is a little sharp.
Do what I've done. I won't.
And looking at it, it's not that bad. It's mostly sort of in here. And it could be that it's because this right here is just a little too sharp, and it's just making the later part of the note feel flat. So I'm gonna highlight that. I'm gonna make a curve, and then I'm just gonna grab that and just come down here. Just kind of get it to not land quite as sharp. Pull this over a little bit, so connect it. Great, and then oops, we want to draw a little bit of a note here. Tighten that up. Let's relax it. There we go. So go over here to done. And I think it's really just the beginning of it.
Do what I've done. I won't carry the weight of my. Do what I've done. I won't carry the weight.
Done sounds improved, but I think I'm kind of missing it a little bit here on carry. So I want to always make sure that that I've undone the work here. I don't want to tune it twice in this process. See how it puts Auto AT Pro.
Do what I've done. I won't carry the weight of my.
That sounds good.
Do what I've done. I won't carry. Do what I've done. I won't.
Now I'm hearing this.
On to what I've done.
I should. This seems like it needs a little attention that I wasn't really hearing before. So let's just do that.
What I've.
See how. It's just here towards the end where it gets a little flat, and then looks like we need to draw a little bit to get it to join a little bit better. So I'm using a combination.
And on to what I've done. I won't.
Great. I mean, I just feel like for me that this is just a little bit more of a fluid process, and I don't get bogged down in graphically tuning the whole thing, which, it's not the end of the world, but it's also not necessary because I've taken the time with Graham to get a good source performance. Well, I'm not going to get this, and I'll turn that on.
I'm just buried. I'm just buried. I'm just buried.
So we're just a little under pitch starting, and then a little sharp, just sort of the natural. I guess this is supposed to be here. This is what we would refer to as a blue note, and because I have this in major, I'm gonna have to put it in chromatic. And this happens sometimes where you get blue notes, and you just kind of have to be aware of that possibility. Blue note meaning that it's a minor third.
I'm just buried. I won't put on the. I'm just buried.
All right, we're getting close. Let's see if this helps.
I'm just buried. I won't put on the fire. I'm just buried. I won't put. Won't carry the weight of my crimes, yeah. I'm just buried. I won't put on the fire.
Seems right to me. We'll just move along and see if it pulls out us later. It's also, a theme of try not to overthink things too much. Try not to overwork them, and because you can always return to the decision. Let's see what was going on here.
I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah. I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah. I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah. I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah.
All right. Let's get in here a little tighter here in the beginning.
I won't silence.
So it seems like what we got going on, it just should be a little tighter across the E. Let's see. Maybe we'll tighten this one up a little bit too. This one seems like it needs to be drawn a little bit more. There we go. That looks good. I didn't hear anything there. All this was sounding good. And is this that I'm hearing? Could be tightened up just a little bit. Let's see how this renders out.
I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah.
Pretty good, but I think we can make it a little bit better. Let's maybe just draw right there.
I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah.
I'm hearing just a little bit too fast.
I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah. I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah.
Okay, so this maybe needs to go away, and it's just a matter of a little bit different approach.
I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah. I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah.
feel like we're overdoing it a little bit. And this, it happens. That's why it's good. That's why we spend the time to take care of this stuff.
I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah.
It's not sounding natural to me. I'm hearing this, so I don't feel like I've found the... Let's overdo it and see what happens.
I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah.
And find them, oops, wrong one. Find the method to fix this. Let's do this. Maybe this is a contributor that this could be a little bit different. And then maybe it's just this that needs a little bit.
I won't silence the truth they deny, yeah.
Alright, well that went by my ear.
I won't bury it. Oh, I won't bury it. I won't bury it. I won't bury it.
Well, I didn't give myself enough pre-roll, so we got to redo it because you have to. It has to be loaded in exactly to the length of.
I won't bury it. Oh.
We'll do this again because it needs to be loaded in exactly to the length of the region, or it will not process it properly.
I won't bury it. Oh, I won't bury it.
Maybe we just need a little bit here, here. Maybe this needs to come down. Just little touches that needs to happen. Graham's given us a great vocal. It's just a matter of touching it up a little bit. Let's see what happens.
I won't bury it. Oh.
Okay. So it's a little bit of the blue thing that's going on. Blue note, as it were. Let's see what happens now.
I won't bury it. Oh. I won't.
Very, very close. It feels like this just shouldn't be that sharp. Great.